Testing, testing, 1, 2. Is this thing on? Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Audio check. All right, looks like we have audio. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. You're tuned into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. You tuned into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, and tonight we're playing Farming Simulator 25. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. You tuned into another episode of my Twitch live stream series where Bose 831 Gaming, that's me, we're playing Farming Simulator 25. And without much further ado, we're going to hop right into it. We're in Farming Simulator 25. We're on the Riverbend Springs map, which is one of the 3 base game maps in Farming Simulator 25. And first of all, I just need to start off this live stream by issuing an apology that I've had to cancel the last 2 episodes of this series due to other circumstances, and we're just kind of picking up from there, more or less. We just about finished with the series on Riverbend Springs and getting ready to jump into another map. My plan is to go from this map to the Alma, Missouri map, and we'll probably finish out from there because by the time we finish our Alma, Missouri series, we'll probably be on to the next iteration of Farming Simulator, but we'll see. Also, some interesting news that has come out of the Farming Simulator community this week that was announced. In November, we have a new the first official expansion pack coming out for Farming Simulator 25, and it is called the Highlands Fishing Expansion. And the expansion will have not only new gameplay elements, but a new map. The big announcement is that you'll be able to fish and drive boats in this expansion that arrives in November. The official date is, November the 4th. And you get a new map, new machines, and new gameplay. But you can go to the Farming Simulator .com website to see additional information on that. But again, that expansion releases for November of this year. Also, let's kind of hop right in here. We need to go to the shop. There's a mod I installed and downloaded over the last couple of weeks that was in the mod hub that I wanted to try to test out, and I haven't had the opportunity to test out yet. I'm trying to see how we get to it. I think it's from here, because there's a few mods I have installed from the mod hub that we haven't been able to go over because I don't really do mod videos or mod reviews from my live streams, but there are a few notable mods that I do install in the game from time to time that are available in the mod hub. I don't even know where this particular mod resides at in the game menus here. I'm trying to see here now. It's got to be in the build mode, but I should have probably looked for it off camera before we went live here with me trying to figure out where it's at. Generators. It's probably under sheds. It wouldn't be in the sheds. Well, let's see. Silos, silo extensions. I wonder if it's on a container because it's a water dispenser, but it's supposed to mount to the wall of buildings, but I don't know where it's at in the game menus. So maybe something I have to figure out off camera here. Wholesale purchasing. Let's see. Don't see it there. I'm probably scrolling through things too fast here. Taking my time here. It wouldn't be in the base game stuff, obviously. Trying to get to, okay, tools maybe. Okay, yeah, because there's one creature there. It's that one. So maybe it's under the tools section. Let's see. Scroll down. Bills, 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 and more bills. Yeah. Got lots of bills. It's another Archer, or I don't know how you pronounce that actually. I know it's German, I believe. There's that one. I didn't even know that was in there. Because like I said, there's a few mods I have in here that I have in the game that I really haven't even touched, that I really probably needed to at some point go and test out off of lives just to see if I even something that I need to have in the game or not. Steel wall mounted hose reel. I thought it was creature branded, but maybe it's steel because it says, yeah, that's it, the wall mounted pressure washer. So if we, no. So we got to purchase it from there. All right, so we did it from the outside. Now let's see if we can get it to behave how we want it to inside the building. That's going to be the tricky part. All right, it's teleporting us to the outside of the building, and we can't. Let's see here. Rotate camera, zoom camera. Okay, so it won't let me stay on the ground if I'm outside. Okay, if I zoom in, okay. If I zoom out, well, all right, it's inside the building here, but that's as far as I can go. And then if I turn to try to get it on the wall, it doesn't want to cooperate. So let's see here. We toggle free mode. Does that give me? Okay, that lets me. Nope. Gives me a little more leeway. All right. Now if I place it here, I can't really see. So I don't know if it needs to be on the wall facing this way or that way. That's the only thing I'm concerned about now, is what direction does it need to be on the wall? Because if I toggle free mode, I can get it in this far in the building, and it looks like it's on the wall. I can't tell for sure 100% because I can't zoom in close enough. I'm going to place it. We're going to hop out, and let's see if I can use it from where we have it placed at. All right, it looks decent there, but can I actually do anything with it? Okay, I can take the lance, and I can spray. Okay, we might be onto something here. Cool beans. Turn lance. Okay, that works. So let's see if we can. Let's go back in the shop mode here, and can we sell this one now? Let's do it this way. Enter vehicle driver. All right, start engine. So this one behaves as a vehicle. So let's walk this one back out. And since this one, exit vehicle, is treated as a vehicle, can I sell the vehicle can I sell that one? It won't let me sell that one either, huh? Ah, man, some of the instruction. No. Enter demolition mode. Can't sell that one at all, huh? Trying to zoom in on it. To demolition mode. All right, well, let me see if it shows up in my vehicles, because it also behaves as if it's a vehicle, so maybe it's there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So we can sell it there. Okay, sell. Okay, all right. Got it. Mystery solved. All right, so we have a new wall-mounted sprayer. That is one of the mods I have installed in the game. And let's see how well it operates in real time here. Let's just drive over here and pop out of the tractor, take the lance, and let's see what our distance is first and foremost. Uh-oh. Take the lance. All right. Cool beans. I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, except for there. So I am range limited here on the lance, and it doesn't give you a warning before it abruptly takes you out of it. So we can go further this way. So I don't know. How about this way? We can go here. Up, right about there. So that's good to know. All right, so that tractor is clean as a whistle, and we can kind of swing back in here. All right, and we're in business. I like it. And I don't know what I'm doing here now. We're in day 1 in March. I know we have grass that is ready to harvest, but we want to wait until it's fully grown before we harvest the grass. So we want to wait until the 2nd month we're ready to harvest on the grass. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and hop into, well, let me take a peek at the crop calendar before I say anything else. All right, and we should be just the grass, right? Yeah, no other crops are in the planting stage yet for any of the crops that we have on the game right now. So let's go. Let's hop over to the farmhouse if I can. I can't teleport there per se. At least, well, yeah, I can. This just got to be from the right screen. And I'm just all over the place today. This goes to show when you're rusty, man. All right. No, it's from this screen. And we'll just go right to the farmhouse, visit, sleep to the next day. All right, good morning, top of the morning to you. All right, and first thing we want to do is check on our remaining project on the map, and that's the playground. And the playground is demanding wood beam and rope, and we have all of the rope and wood beam that it needs right now. So we're still waiting on that construction to finish. And then over in the toy tractor manufacturing, it's demanding long planks and planks always, and it's 76% complete on the current build of a toy tractor. And that also shows up in our it's not that we own it, it also shows up in our production change now. That's here at the Playground Maker Hall. And as you can see, we got 6% on the planks there. We can drop off some long planks and planks to the toy tractor hall, so we'll do that momentarily. Before we do that, though, there's one other thing I forgot to do to maintain or keep one of our other productions going, and because it's treated as because I'm using a vehicle to keep that production going, I have to, every time we load into the map, I have to remember to jump over here and turn that vehicle back on in order to keep this production going automatically. So we don't start engine on this conveyor and turn on conveyor belt, and it's just going to drop the rocks right into cement production. And from there, we're rocking and rolling. All right. And I haven't been playing enough with my avatar being third person view like we're doing here. Really should have been doing a lot more of that this series. And, you kind of learn as you go here. But this is my dude. Welcome to the party. Yes, he's a brown person. All right. So let's go ahead and take some planks and long planks over to the playground hall, and we just need planks and long planks. So let's see. We'll just pull those and those elements only. Which one is this? This is a long planks pallet. All right, good. Okay, why are they? I was about to say, why are they not liftable again? Like, oh no, did we have a mod installed that broke that again? Like, I was certainly hoping not. All right, so that's and as we all know, this is not per se ultra realistic, but it serves its purpose. So we got a long plank pallet in there. Go ahead and throw a strap on there. And we'll just keep those coming. We'll do a load of long planks first, because that's the product that it has the most demand right now as far as being supplied to the project. So let's get a few of these loaded up, and we'll take those over to the toy manufacturing hall. Let's make sure we have enough of them loaded up to make the trip worthwhile. And that's all we're going to do here. We'll hold on to the wood beam pallets for now. But we can take those and sell those as well. We just don't need to at the moment. All right. And we'll readjust the straps. And let's see. And that's another long planks here. All right, pick that up. Not bad. And if you're in the Americas, the United States or its territories, just want to go ahead in advance and wish everyone a happy pre-American Independence Day, otherwise known as the 4th of July, depending on what part of the world you're from. Your country may celebrate its own Independence Day or something similar. But the United States Independence Day is observed on July 4th. And since I probably won't be live, at least on Farming Simulator, on that day, I want to go ahead and wish everyone a early happy Independence Day. Whether you be at home with family, you should, depending on what job you do, you might be off, you might not be, but if you are, blessings to everyone out there and their families, and but just spend some quality time with your family, your friends, and your family, and the people that you care about. So that's what it's all about, man. This life is not promised to us at all, and you have to enjoy it while you have it. Do the things that you love. That's why I'm in this virtual space. One of the things I love most in my life is gaming, so I spend a lot of time in virtual spaces, and it's just what I do. All right, so we're gonna make a trip over to the playground hall to drop off this load of long planks and feed that production chain some of the supplies that it's currently demanding. But it already has enough to build a toy tractor. We just don't want it to run out of building materials, so we just go ahead and knock that out real quick. See, the grass is at its first growth stage. We'll come back and harvest the grass once it reaches its second growth stage, and that's when it's been in the ready to harvest state for basically 2 months. And like I said earlier, again, I want to apologize to the folks about that we're looking for me to be on my regular scheduled Twitch live streams. My normally scheduled Twitch live stream series days for Farming Simulator are on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time in the U.S. I don't know what that translates to, depending on where you're at in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. But the last 2 regularly scheduled live streams I had to cancel for different reasons. And again, don't want to sound like a broken record, but do want to apologize for any inconveniences that might have caused. If you were kind of hanging out to see what content I had available to produce, would have been producing on those days, I should say. All right, so we're gonna grab these theory. The game. All right, come on. Long planks here and drop them into the production chain. And we also get paid for this as well, so we make money all the way around. Uh-oh. That's not good. That means we're full. We're still going to stick them in there, though, and hopefully it'll automatically grab those. If not, they'll be here when we come back. But go ahead and take a look at it. All right, well, we'll leave those there. And if we look at the production chain screen, let's see we got going on. Oh, I had the wrong thing then. Well, we're fully supplied in long planks. We actually needed to bring planks, so whoopsie daisy. That's a small technicality. So let's go grab some planks and bring those around. And make sure we get oversupplied in planks too. I had plenty of long planks in the house already. Kind of scoot back over to the main farm. Grab a load of planks and then bring those back over to the toy tractor production facility. arriving at the main farm again. Cut through here this time and just cycle on through. I think that I created this little tight space here that we have to squeeze through. I'll place this building. We need to play with that building placement. We got too much stuff in there now, so that placement's pretty much permanent for that building, at least for this series. Okay, so excuse me. So now we just need to grab as many planks as we can and get those loaded up, and then we'll take the planks over to the toy tractor manufacturing hall. And that's not weird at all. It just stayed there at that weird angle. Since these are so small, we should be able to grab a lot of these and try to squeeze them in there, but I think we can still only place them 2 by 2. I don't think we can squeeze one in between those two, can we? No. Got space there. But if need be, we can still stack them, so there's still capacity to put a lot more on here than just 2 by 2 stacks. Oh. Grab that one. Back down. That one didn't want to place real neat. But we'll still just go ahead and strap them in. That's 4 pieces, but we have room for a lot more than that. That one in there. Scrap. Alright, grab that one. Get it lined up eventually. And scrap. Scrap. And one last pallet, and that'll be all of the plank pallets that we have currently spawned. Let's see if I can squeeze this one up until it's right in there. Scroll in there. Just got that one in that way. That's all of the plank pallets. So now we just have wood beam pallets, and let's fold it up and go on another road trip. All right, we're struggling trying to get up this hill. Where are we? Almost there. All right, and we have made it, and we just need to unload the planks. In fact, if we didn't have those other pallets in the way, we could probably just drive through and just drop them off directly. Come on. They don't want to cooperate. And drop one right in there. Grab another one and drop it in. Let's see if we pick up these. Will they start to digest? No, they're still, that side's still at maximum capacity. Back in there. Okay, what the hell? What the what? Get out of there. That was wild. Like, what the heck was that? The AI was just driving off. Like, we're not done here. I don't even know how I did that. But normally for the AI to take off somewhere, you have to give it a destination, and he was just driving off without me giving a full instruction on where I wanted him to go. All right, so now if we look in at the Playground Maker Hall, you can see we have 27% of the planks filled, so there's still plenty more room we have for the planks, but we are at maximum capacity for the long planks. So, but the production's still chugging along, and you only get one toy tractor a month, and it takes 8,400 planks and 2,016 long planks to produce one toy tractor. And we're 81.1% complete for this month. And again, over on this side with the playground, it's close to completing the current stage, very close. And maybe almost done now. right. Sometimes it's kind of crazy. You'll be tired and you don't start getting sleepy until you start doing something. It seems like if you're keeping yourself busy, you shouldn't have any issues there. But I guess my body's just real weird sometimes with how it functions. I was when I was playing games earlier, and I was playing some other games, and when I was tired, I wasn't getting sleepy. But for whatever reason, when I start to play this game, sometimes in particular, I guess because it's so slow paced and calm, if I'm very tired, I do tend to start to get sleepy, and sometimes you partly doze off when I'm running this game, and that's just how soothing and relaxing for me it can be at times. But this game in particular is very, very therapeutic for me. Spit that word out there. The words for me are tongue twisters when they really shouldn't be sometimes. Alright, that's we're done there. Now let's take a look at our animals and see where they're at in their food situations and other needs. Nothing too crazy. I can kind of hold off on having plugged any animal supplies at the moment. So we're literally just at the point now where we can work on what? Let's see what the sawmill needs as far as wood is concerned. 50%. So yep, it's time to cut some trees again. Uh-oh, that was backwards. All right, chainsaw acquired. And let's do some logging, and we'll take it from there once we're done completed our logging. Gotta cut it real close. All right, and let's cut this one down as well, as close to the ground as we can. Chopping down 3 trees might be overkill, but what the heck. Alright, found a nail in the coffin. Let's patch. We got telehandler over. Oh, well, he had one of the trees just fall right in the line almost. Almost. Let's see if we can kind of help this one along. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can eat the tree from here. 2 beans. Alright, 1 down. Alright, second tree. There's our second tree. Of course it falls over once I move it. Got you covered, homie. That's our next tree. And let's check our supplies right now. See where we're at. 73. Yeah. Blue trees might not even move the needle enough. Alright, we're already at 72%. Should need another one, I don't think. And I don't want to turn this episode into a lumberjacking episode because that's not why we're here today. Okay. That was not my intent. Let's see if we can get this one picked up and moved around as well. And it's always fun trying to do this without a counterweight that kind of balance you. I've been doing this a while now, so I know how to play with the equipment and the tree to get it to do what I want it to do. Alright, so now let's take a look again. And that's still only 85%. That's crazy work right there. All right. One more tree down. That should be enough this time. Strap in. All right, let's follow that. Seal our wood. And that's it. No, it's this 97%. That'll work. I think we're all done here now. All right, one thing I wanted to take a quick look in the shop to see what stuff we had on sale for this month. Nothing interesting there. All right, what do we want to do next? It's safe to say we can move on to the month of April. All right, now we're in the month of April. Grass harvest should be good to go because we go here to precision farming. Is still wild to me that those numbers are not consistent across all of those fields when I'm literally doing the same thing to each of the fields. But hey, it is what it is. Now, if we walk over here, we should be able to stand in the grass and get the field info screen dialog to pop up. And you can kind of see yield potential 100%, expected yield is 92. All right, now we're in the month of April. Let's take a look at the grass again, and you can actually visibly see it now better. That it's tall. Taller, and you can see the expected yield is up to 106%. The yield potential is 125%. You know, my energy just went out the window there. All right, so what do we need to do here next? We will obviously have our grass harvest, but before we do that, let's check on our project and see what's going on with the playground. That playground is asking for 4,000 planks and 6,000 rope now. All right, let's get our trailer loaded up with the planks. And we don't have a facility on the farm right now, at least, that produces rope, so we're just to buy our rope from the shop. Excuse me. No, yeah. And this time around, we only got four plank pallets. Oh my. I'll go ahead and bring those over. There's another one. Let's take these planks to the playground maker hall. And then we have to figure out where we're going to get our rope from. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing now. Let's see here. Well, we're in position to go ahead and do our grass harvest, so we'll go ahead and get the equipment set up for that. Let's go to the shop and here. I'm going to go to vehicles. And under grassland, category mowers. I'm going to use quick mower unrealistic. 25-meter unrealistic, crop rides, standard, and lease. And then let's go out in the tractor. It will do nicely. And we'll go pick up our equipment from the shop. shop and let's pick up our equipment. We got the mower. We also need to lease a pickup trailer. So let's go back in the shop and go to the same category, but under forage wagons. And we're going to use the Titan Super Collect 533 Unrealistic from the Colossus Pack mod. And we'll do the same setup as we did with the mower. This time, make sure the capacity is 500K. And lease that as well. Catch. Get everything set up and we'll get ready to go get started on mowing. Lower up, lower more, turn on more. Got to turn on the loading wagon as well. And I think we're good to go here. Let's see. This is going to take a little time here to get all these areas cut. And if you're wondering what unrealistic mowing and pickup looks like, this is it. You're looking at it. Doing it this way in the interest of time and content. Right. Getting it turned around will be a little tricky. So I have to make sure that the forage wagon doesn't miss pickup as well. Reach the edge. Try to get turned around. And not annihilate everything in the process. Go. Grass harvest terminated. And again, pick up. Not loading wagon. Cycle over to the mower, with more, and turn off. Pull the mower up. Go ahead and get unloaded. And you can see our harvest this time is right around 20,000 liters of grass. We're 205 liters of grass, I should say. Now, actually, wait a minute. Where do we want to unload our grass at here? Actually, I'm going to put this in the fermented silo. Pull my grass from there at any time. But also put it to use in the production facility at the same time. Grass harvest is terminated, and we're gonna park distance equipment. I don't think we will need it for anything else right at the moment. But we won't return it, right away. We'll park it momentarily just to make sure there wasn't anything that we might have missed. Get to work on tending to our animals and whatnot. So let's switch over to our next tractor, and that's where we're probably gonna wrap it up today. Alright, so we got the liquid tanker first. Let's grab some slurry. Alright, got 17,000 liters over here. And over from the cows, we have 10,000, almost 11,000 liters. And put all that to work right away in the biogas plant. And then we go right over to our cows and grab whatever milk we have available. Well, milk is 510 liters. And we're going to unload the buffalo milk. And go back and put the cows again in and pick up our cow milk. Alright, 1,950 liters of milk. Oh, crash counter +1 right into the building. Unload our milk. And I think that's all of our liquids that we need to transport for the moment. We can park this trailer momentarily. And let's go pick up a different trailer. And for this task, we want to grab another unrealistic trailer. And that's the Lizard Titan trailer. And let's get filled up. And we'll start with, oh man, we're almost out of barley, so we'll have to buy a little bit of barley from the shop. That'll be enough. barley is strictly for chicken feed. Alright, we'll unload our leftover barley. And next up, straw. We'll go ahead and load straw. Plenty. And the cows and the pigs are the only animals we currently have that demand straw. Alright, got a little bit of straw for the cows put away there. Yeah, let's go see what it's looking like for our pigs. I guess at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter though. We just go ahead and dump it anyway. And how poetic. Right at the end of my live stream. Alright, hold on one moment. Alrighty, next up. Yeah, manure, 10,000 liters of manure. And we can get manure from a few different sources. We got it from the main grain silo. I think that's coming from the pigs, but I'm not 100% on that. and we'll unload the manure at the biogas plant as well. And then we have pig food. So that'll probably be the last item that we will do tonight. So that's the world. Looks like we're gonna wrap it up. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and checking me out tonight. You've been tuned in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming Live on Twitch. Tonight we've been playing Farming Simulator 25. We've been on the Riverbend Springs map, which is one of the 3 base game maps on Farming Simulator 25. I'm Bose 831 Gaming on most of your major social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. Wherever it is you run across my content, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like, let me know what you love, let me know what you don't. Either way, let me know. And I can provide the content that you want to see is with your feedback. Also, don't forget to hit the like, the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I put new content out. So those are my Twitch live stream. I upload it to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. Wherever it is you're running across my content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I think that's just about going to do it for us tonight. And again, thank you so much for tuning in and checking me out. Bose 831 Gaming. And we are out of here. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Have a good night.